Hello, my name is Maria and I'm here to answer some questions suggested by the World Life Experience Project. If you don't mind, in order to structure my speech, I will first read the question and then give my answer. So let's start. Number one, how do you see or describe yourself? Well, I'm an inquisitive, open-minded, and unbiased person. I love winning races against myself, against my fears, doubts, wrong beliefs, and indecisiveness. Number two, which particular volunteer work interests you most? Well, I'm at the age when you see how much injustice there is in this world. I'm lucky not to have first-hand experience as a child, but there are thousands of other kids who do. I believe that all children have great potential and there is a need to release it. So working with children, communicating with them, educating them and giving them the childhood that they are all entitled to have is probably the kind of volunteer work which interests me most. Number three, what is your biggest passion in life? To find its purpose, if there is one. I used to say that people live to be happy, and it still seems logical to my mind. However, as long as there are those who are given the chance to live but are deprived of the possibility of happiness, I do not dare say it again. It comes that some people live to be happy and others to survive. However, if we talk about my own preferences, hobbies and interests, then my three greatest passions are dancing, traveling and mastering foreign languages. Number four, is there anything that you think about yourself that if you could, you would improve? Certainly there is. I wish I were more decisive, more risky, and more initiative. I wish I always had a power to say what I feel, even if the majority of others believes the opposite. Unfortunately, it is not always the case. Number five, what are the three strengths you consider that you can develop while participating in the program? The ability to work in a team, to be responsible and decisive. Number six, we are looking for ambassadors that would not only learn from the experience but also share with others in their communities on what they have learned. If chosen, how would you help share the World Life Experience project? Well, it doesn't seem to be a problem at all since 6 years ago I moved to a big city and now I live in St. Petersburg, Russia. And there are lots of possibilities to share your experience, like open public spaces. Besides, there are great ways to spread information via social nets, via public speaking, which is my great passion as well, through magazine articles and so on and so forth. Besides, it's possible to put your new knowledge and skills into practice by participating in social projects and different non-governmental organizations. Number seven, this is a hypothetical situation. You and a team member are working closely on a local project, but you both do not see eye to eye and have greatly different opinions on what should be done. How would you handle the situation? Well, probably what you expect me to say is to find a compromise is always the best solution. But I do not see it that way. In my opinion, if there are two opposite opinions on the same subject, it means that the latter needs more thorough and in-depth study and consideration. I believe that there exist no problems which are impossible to tackle through an effective dialogue. And maybe through this dialogue we can see that the one of the opponents is absolutely right while the other is totally wrong. So the first step to my mind is always a conversation. And number 8, what does being part of world life experience mean to you? Well, first of all, this is a life-changing experience. It is about finding myself useful, challenging myself. It is about proving myself that I really can make a difference, and afterwards convincing others that we are able to make the world a better place. So that was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much and have a nice day.